ominously named for its violent and unpredictable nature. Lake Erie borders for U.S. states and Canada, its waters whispering tales of tragedy, mystery, and the uncanny. But is it just coincidence or something deeper that this lake has become a graveyard of ships and souls? The lake that doesn't forget Lake Erie's name, derived from the Iroquoian word Eril Honin, long-tailed cat, evokes the elusive and dangerous nature of the eastern cougar. That same volatility defines the lake itself. NASA engineer Kevin McGee describes it as deceptively calm one moment, then unleashing vertical waves within seconds. Its shallowness amplifies this chaos, making it one of the most treacherous bodies of water in North America. NASA even claims Lake Erie may hold a greater density of shipwrecks than the Bermuda Triangle. With incomplete records, estimates range from 500 to 2,000 wrecks, many of which remain undiscovered. The Western Basin, especially around Toledo and the Erie Islands, is a hotspot for these submerged tombs. Magnetic fields and ley lines, myth or mechanism theories swirl like the lake's own currents. Some point to electromagnetic anomalies, magnetic stones, and ley lines, those invisible threads of energy said to connect sacred sites across the globe. Could these forces be subtly influencing human behavior, navigation systems, or even emotional states? While mainstream science remains skeptical, the lake's history of sudden storms, disorientation, and inexplicable tragedies has fueled speculation. Survivors of shipwrecks and investigators of murders alike often describe a sense of being pulled or watched, as if the lake itself were sentient. Murder by the Water, the Lake Erie Murders series chronicles some of the region's darkest crimes, disappearances, ritualistic killings, and unsolved cases that seem to echo the lake's own unpredictability. These stories aren't just about violence. They're about the psychological terrain of fear, obsession, and the unknown. What makes these cases so haunting isn't just their brutality, but their setting. The lake becomes a character, vast, cold, and indifferent. It swallows evidence, distorts timelines, and offers no closure. In this way, Lake Erie mirrors the dynamics of generational trauma and institutional silence, where truth is buried and survivors must become their own cartographers. Navigating Peril, a living archive, a recent exhibit, Navigating Peril, at the Tom Ridge Environmental Center explores Lake Erie's maritime history, shipwrecks, and weather forecasting. It offers 3D renderings of wrecks, survivor accounts, and interactive experiences that bring the lake's hidden stories to light. It's not just a museum, it's a reckoning. What lies beneath the late David Van Zandt, a NASA engineer and co-founder of Cleveland Underwater Explorers, discovered over 50 wrecks in Lake Erie during his lifetime. His work reminds us that beneath the surface, whether of water or psyche, there are always layers waiting to be named. Lake Erie's shoreline communities are no strangers to tragedy. Each summer, swimmers go missing. Some state they were chased ashore, sometimes in waist-deep water, sometimes in calm conditions that turn treacherous in seconds. Recent cases, like the disappearance of two brothers swept away by rip currents near Huntington Beach, underscore the lake's unpredictable nature. But what unsettles locals isn't just the frequency of these incidents. It tests the eerie consistency of the descriptions. Witnesses often report seeing ripples or shadows beneath the surface that resemble the armored back of a sturgeon, long, ridged, and prehistoric. These fish, which can grow over 10 feet long, are mostly dorsal bottom feeders. Yet their size and appearance evoke something far more primal. So, what's pulling people under? Some speculate that the sturgeon are scapegoats for something else, something older. Lake Erie's depth and geological history have fueled rumors of a dormant creature, possibly a surviving plesiosaur or aquatic cryptid, known locally as Bessie. The Lake Erie Monster has been described as snake-like, 30 to 50 feet long, with fins resembling those of a dinosaur. Sightings date back to the 1700s, with spikes in reports during times of ecological or social upheaval. Could Bessie be real, or is she a projection, an archetype of the unknown, surfacing when the lake refuses to give back its dead? Some folklorists suggest that Bessie functions as a kind of mythic scapegoat, absorbing communal grief and fear. Others point to electromagnetic anomalies and underwater topography that may disorient swimmers and interfere with rescue efforts. Still others believe the lake itself is a kind of sentient archive, one that remembers, resists, and reclaims.